I need that other light. Let's see. I moved it. Here it is. So Carter wouldn't get it. Let me see if it's plugged in. Okay, let's see. I don't know. It's a little bright. Hey, Cali girl. That's what I call my daughter, Cali girl. I hope you're doing okay. You're not affected by the fires. I'm trying to get my life together over here. Just, all right, I think that's the best I can do. Since y'all be complaining about my lighting. Okay, shout out to Chicago. I'm trying to do a solo trip to Chicago. I keep talking about I'm gonna do a solo trip and I haven't done it. I need the weather to change though. I'm great out the way. Good. Good. That's a blessing. I don't know if I can deal with this light. It's too in my face. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to turn this off. I can't. It's just too much. Too much. Too much. Speaking of too much, y'all light. Let me tell y'all about y'all's light. Always remember there's nothing wrong with you. And I feel like a lot of us are inner child because we experience so much like adversity as a child, maybe even bullying as a child, people just bothering you when you were younger. As you get older, that feeling that you experience as a child of being like singled out and or left out of situations or being talked about, because you experienced it as a child, that always sticks with you as an adult. So when you get older, at some point you grow out of it, but when you get older, you start to get triggered by those situations again, where people will, whether it's in the workplace, in your family, wherever you are, like you're going to experience people irritated by your light, and you'll start to question yourself, like, what is wrong with me? Honey, it's nothing wrong with you. Your light is too much. Like, people cannot handle it. People cannot handle all of that light. They can't handle all that God energy. One of my mutuals, I actually just shared her post on my community tab, so y'all go watch her video she just posted. Only if you're into tarot or esoteric knowledge. Don't watch it if you're going to be judgmental and weird. Just leave her alone. But if you are into things like that, go watch that video. It's a love message. But she said something like, if you ask God to reveal himself to you, you have to close your eyes, because we can't handle God's light. We can't handle God's presence. Like, us as humans, we can't handle actually looking at God the way God actually is, which is why God shows up in so many different vessels, in so many different forms, right? Like, God is in all of us. God is in, like, your neighbor. God can be in an animal. God is the ocean, the mountains. Like, you can see the beauty in people, you can see the God in people, but you can't see God for who he actually, well, because I feel like God is like a he and a she at the same time, but whatever. I'm just gonna say who he actually is, because it's something that you can't handle. And it's the same with y'all. Some of y'all has God so deeply instilled within y'all that people can't stand it, and they know there's something different about you. They know there's something about you that they don't have, and they don't understand it, so they will judge you, they will attack you, they will pick you apart. And it's just, you got to get to a point, and I feel like a lot of y'all have got to that point. I feel like it's very divided. I feel like you got to get to a point where you start to just own it. Like, you have to own your light. You have to own the God in you. Okay, you have to, because that's the only thing. Y'all get on my nerves. This is, y'all, this is a scarf, okay? This is actually 100% silk scarf. Since y'all are so interested in my scarf, let me show y'all my scarf since y'all are like super interested in it. This was a gift from my mother. It's 100% silk. Y'all go get you one so your edges aren't crunchety and crackety, okay? Anywho, yeah, you got to get to a point where you own it, okay? And again, y'all, Callie is playing, so if you hear a child, she's safe, she's on her scooter, she's playing, okay? Anywho, you got to get to a point where you like this is just what comes with it. Like when you rock with God and you have that God in you, and not it's not even, because this is the thing, it's different when you have that God in you, but it's completely different when you own it and you're aware of it. I always tell you guys, it's power in awareness. I wonder if I open this window, it will help the light. It's so much power, not really. It's so much power in being aware of your energy and aware of the God in you. Y'all like the live, please, because there's 180 y'all and it's only 23 likes. I know y'all got distracted by the message, but y'all like the live, okay? But yeah, like you gotta own it, because once you become aware of it, it's like going Super Saiyan. Okay, I know some of y'all don't know what that is, but it's like going Super Saiyan basically. Like it's just, you reach a whole different status once you're aware of your power and you're aware of that God in you, okay? Once you become aware that it's just different, because it's like you unlock a whole different power, because God cannot just give us all of our power and give us, like show us all of our true divinity if we're not aware of it. Because if we're not aware of it, you can't do anything with it. You're not going to do the right thing with it, okay? So I said that to say, because at the beginning, if you were here in the beginning, I was trying to turn on this ring light thing over here, but it was too bright, and I was like, I can't take this. I got to turn it off. That's how people are with y'all. They can't take it, okay? But you have to own it. And this is why I also say that a little bit of ego is a good thing, because if you hold on to a little part of your ego in a healthy way, it really helps with your confidence. I always tell you guys on my channel, I have to tap into a little bit of my ego, otherwise I would not be able to do this. Because, and it's like you got to tap into it, but you got to have balance. Like don't get too far into it, because some people let stuff like this go to their head. Like I go into my ego, I attach to my ego just enough where none of this ever will go to my head, because I know this is not even about me. This is all about God. What I'm doing, it has nothing to do with me. God is just using me for his will. But also because I have to remain confident in what I'm doing, or I would not be able to be on this platform, right? I got to remain confident. I got to remain like secure. I have to know who I am, and I have to put myself on a pedestal, okay? All right. Remember, I always tell y'all, sit pretty, sit on your throne, wear your crown, wear it tightly, okay? A queen knows who she is. A queen and a king knows who they are. They know that there's a difference between them and other people, but a true queen and a true king does not look down on their on other people. I'm not even gonna say spectators. I'm just say look down on other people, right? Like you don't look down on others. You don't talk down on other people. It's one thing if somebody's coming for you, yeah, defend yourself, because I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna do that, but you don't look down on people. Like don't be so egotistical that you think that you're better than anybody, okay? Not seriously, okay? It's kind of like, how women are always like, I'm the baddest bee. Like women say that, and there's like an unspoken rule amongst women who are, oh my God, I don't know what Callie is doing. There's an unspoken rule amongst women where we understand, like, I'm the baddest bee, but so is she. And so is she, and so is she. Like we all can say, like, I'm the baddest. Like none of these girls is messing with me, okay? None of them, okay? But you like, that's still my girl. Or I can still look at another woman and say, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she's smart. So y'all get what I'm trying to say? At this point, I'm rambling, but I just want you guys to like be confident right now, okay? Because I have some root chakra music playing, and I have it playing because right now, in every single January, every time it's the beginning of the year, They always mess with the foundation of the collective. They always mess with the root chakra. So people in California, people in New York and Texas, and even here in Georgia, like all over the world, in Ghana, all over the world, people are losing their homes, they're losing their money, they're losing their families, they're losing everything that they ever built, they're losing stability, they're losing so much. And the reason that I told you guys that they do these things is because it's like they want to throw off the collective. And when you lose things like family, home, stability, finances, that's your root chakra, right? The root chakra is the foundation of like all of your energy and like who you are. That's the home life. That's your, like I said, your stability. It even goes back to your inner child. So your inner child could be affected. That could affect your root chakra. They throw that off because it throws off everything, because it means you're not grounded, right? And I was going to title, and I see 144 in the chat, I was going to title this live, Don't Let Anyone Unground You. And I want to say that to y'all now. Don't let anyone unground you. Don't let anything throw you off right now. If you got to be delusional, like I know people are going through stuff right now. If you got to be delusional, okay, if you got to go to La La Land for a second, if you have to go to your happy place, all right? Yeah, Jesus is already here. If you have to go to your happy place, go there, okay? Go there. Go to your happy place if you have to do that, because it'll save you right now. If anybody is going through an emotional time, and of course it's not easy all the time to go there, but that is where you need to go if you're having a hard time, because they want you have to go to the spirit, right? You got to go to the spiritual realm. As crazy as that sounds, because that's where God is, and God sees things that we don't see. God is like above all of us, right? So he sees things that we as humans don't see. So it could be one day you're late on your bills. That's all you see, is you being late on your bills. But God sees in 3 or 4 days you getting a raise at work. But as long as you stay in alignment with that energy of like prosperity and abundance and positive things happening to you, then you'll stay in alignment with that raise that you're supposed to have. But if you throw your energy off too much because you're stressing about bills, you could cause delays, and it could cause delays with things coming into your life. That's why you should always move like everything is working out for me, no matter what it looks like. I'm constantly blessed. Like I'm constantly in a space of abundance. I'm so grateful for everything that I have. You got to stay in that energy no matter what, because life is going to be lifing, okay? Things are going to happen, but you have to know, like if I tap into God's energy, if I go to the spirit instead of being in the physical, then I know God is not going to let me suffer. God is not going to let me, he's not going to put more on me than I can handle, okay? So if I go to that place where he is, he says he prepared a place for us. That's deeper than people think. You go to that place, you'll have everlasting life, okay? And I also talked about this in my book, Transmute and Empower. So if you guys have not got it, look in the description box, go ahead and copy it, because I talk about alchemy. I talk about how to transmute negative energy into positive energy. I talk about how you have everlasting life, because once you know the art of alchemizing energy and the art of transmutation, you can never die, okay? You can never really have those ego deaths and like dark night of the souls. You can't really go through that, because you understand that with every death there is a rebirth, right? I can never die. I can never be destroyed, because I have the elixir to life, okay? That's what the modern day alchemists were searching for, the elixir to life. How do I turn lead into gold, okay? Lead would be the negative emotion, situation, energy, and gold would obviously be the positive emotion, energy, etc. Okay, so the elixir to life is understanding how to always turn lead into gold, how to always transmute negative energy into positive energy. That is the elixir that you're searching for. That is how you have everlasting life, okay? And I talked about that in my book, so make sure you guys go get it. You can get it on Barnes & Noble, Amazon. I have 3 signed copies left if you want one. But yeah, like this is what you need to strive for, and it takes practice. Not everybody can do it, okay? If you read that book, The Alchemist, you understand not everybody can do it. But for those of you who feel like you are an alchemist and you can do it, yeah, tap in, okay? Tap into that. That's what it's about. Like tapping into like your godlike self. The God part of you that sees above all of this, okay? Yes, ma'am.
Connor knocked over the broom.
Did you pick it up?
I wanted to tell.
You wanted to tell.
I
Callie.
wanted to tell on him.
Okay, can you pick it up for him? Can you pick it up on your own?
Yes.
Okay, close the door. Close the door. Yeah. Thank you. She told me she want to tell on him. Can I ask why can't everyone do it? Because it's not in their blood. Like, think about it. It's 7 billion. I don't know how many people is on Earth. Let's just say there's 7 billion. You think all 7 billion of these people on Earth know alchemy? First of all, if you ask me, not even everybody walking around has a soul. Like, you gotta have a soul, first of all. If you don't have a soul, you already can't do alchemy. Some of these people walking around, because I believe, like, you know, this low-key is simulation, y'all. Like, we understand this is a simulation. This is just an experience. This is just our, like, if you understand the spiritual realm. Yes, Callie?
I put it back.
Okay, thank you, love. If you understand the spiritual realm and you understand that, dang, she just made me forget what I was going to say. Hold on one second, y'all. I don't know what I was going to say, but basically some of these people are NPCs, okay? Some of these people are not real. They don't have a soul. They're soulless beings walking around. And if you understand that, oh, this is what I was going to say. If you understand the spiritual realm, you understand that, why does that thought keep getting snatched out of my head? Hold on. Somebody don't want me to say this. Hold on. Okay. If you understand the spiritual realm, you'll understand that this body that we're walking around in the physical realm is like a meat suit. Like, it's not real. Like, that's why they say the soul is what matters the most. The spirit is what matters the most. Who you are in the physical doesn't really matter. God gave you this body just to get around and have this human experience. But who you truly are is in the spirit, okay? And in order to even like tap into the spiritual realm, you need to have a soul. Not everybody on earth has a soul, okay? Not everybody is like, if you ask me, they're not real. And they show us this all the time in movies and like they reference this all the time. I do not believe everybody walking around is real. I think that we are definitely living in a simulation. We're having a human experience. There's something here we're supposed to learn. And once we're done learning what we're supposed to learn, we're going to transition. And that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, that's why not everybody can do it. Not everybody, it's not even in your blood. It's just like, and it's okay if you disagree. I don't care. Like, you don't have to tell me you disagree. Unless you want to, like, give me facts behind your, like, why you disagree. There's just no point in saying it because you're just talking at this point. But, what was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say. I don't know why these thoughts keep slipping away. Yes, ma'am?
Me and her are playing Paw Patrol.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm thirsty.
Okay, get your water bottle from downstairs. Close the door. I don't know what I was going to say, but it'll come back later. Oh, this is what I was going to say. I don't know what's going on with me today, I swear. But it's just like there's certain spiritual practices, right? Like hoodoo and like all types of things. I don't even know all of them. But like people who like subscribe to like Ifa and all of that. Not everybody can do that. If it's not in your bloodline, if it's not in your blood, if this doesn't go back generations, you can't just be dabbling in stuff that you don't understand just because you heard about it on the internet. Like, you got to be like tapped into that, okay? So a lot of people, they'll share their spiritual practices like on TikTok and Instagram or whatever, and regular everyday people will try to tap into that, and then all of a sudden their life is like going to crap, or they're having like some type of spiritual psychosis. They can't handle it because that was never something you were meant to tap into in the first place. So it's just like that. Not everybody can do these things. Y'all like the live for me? You're on point, spiritual baddie. Thank you, Unchained Universe. We are on a floating rock in some meat suits. That's where we are. That's why you gotta tap into the spirit. That's where the real work needs to be done. It's like where the real war is. But at the same time, there is purpose in the physical realm, and you just gotta know what that purpose is and use it according to like however it will work out for you and your family. It's in my bloodline, but I would never do it. Yeah, there's a lot of people. My family's like super spiritual on both sides, and my grandma was into some things, and I just, nah, that ain't me. Yeah, that's true. Everyone's on different times. I missed most of y'all's comments because... Oh, you're in Los Angeles? How are you, G-Boss? Thanks, Peace, Thomas Youth. All right. We need more women like this in the world, beautiful, intelligent, and spiritual. There's so many of us. There's so many women in the world who are beautiful, intelligent, and spiritual. You got to get off social media. You got to get out the metaverse. They want you to believe that all women are the same and look the same and act the same and dress the same because you're on social media. If you get off social media and you live in the real world, you'll understand it's a lot of us. What? Kylie? What would you like?
Something small that I can eat.
Okay, you should get something for over there. Is that going to fulfill your hunger? I think you just want that just because you want it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not making dinner for like another 20 minutes. What's the food for spirit according to you? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm at the gym, Planet Fitness, enjoying this live. Yes, girl. Better get it. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by food for spirit. That sounds like a religious term, so you might have to like change that up for me. It's 111. Did y'all know that today is January the 11th? Are you saying what foods feed your spirit? I wouldn't say plant-based foods feed your spirit because a lot of plant-based foods are processed. I would just say whole foods, like things that you can grow, like fruits and vegetables that you actually can grow, and then obviously water. But a lot of people who are plant-based eat a bunch of processed food. So unless you're eating like raw fruits and vegetables, and not even raw, because you can saute your your squash and your zucchini or whatever, but if it's not something that you can grow, then I would say that's more of a whole food. But be careful if you're like plant-based, because what does that really mean if you're going to the store and you're buying a bunch of processed food? I have no idea where this scarf is from. It was a gift. No food feed your spirit. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Let me talk about something else. The green, yeah, the green herbs, so good for you. But also fruit. Every time I eat a mango, I'm like, there is a God. Y'all ever ate something where you're like, yeah, God is real. Like if you want to know God, I swear, like go to nature, because I swear, like fruits and just like water, and I don't mean water that you drink, but also just like if you ever go to a waterfall, or if you ever go on a hike and you like you reach the top of the hill or top of the mountain, you just look over and look at God's earth. It's just like nature, period. Yes, I love mangoes. Those are my favorite. I spend so much money on mangoes. Mangoes, pineapples. When you're hungry, by praying, Lord takes away your hunger. That has not been my experience. But I'm happy that that's your experience. Okay, welcome to the live, honey. Yes, smoothies are so good. I love a smoothie. This is true, but I said more women like you. I see something in you. Keep doing your thing and spreading your message, young lady. There are a lot of women in the world who have the character traits that you named, but no, there's not a lot of women like me specifically. There's only one me, but there are a lot of beautiful, intelligent, spiritual, intellectual women. But to say you want more women like me, that's never going to happen. It's impossible. Like, no shade. It's just not. I'm always seeing numbers. Why? What numbers are you seeing? What numbers are you seeing? When you see these numbers, write them down. What were you thinking about before you saw those numbers? What happened before you saw those numbers? Have you ever been to New Jersey? No, but I have some family in that area. That's how I feel about men compared to me. That's great. I think you should feel like that. That we are all unique and special in our own way, but there will never be another me. It's gonna be people who try to imitate you and like duplicate your energy, but you can tell the phony from the real. So a California strawberry milkshake. What does that mean? I love me so much. Good. That's the energy you need to be in, King Z. I'm glad you're in that energy. I live in New Jersey and you look like someone I know. Oh, Lord. I don't believe in destiny swapping. I just don't. I'm not convinced. I know some people believe in it and they have like all these theories, and I'm not convinced that destiny swapping is real. I think that people could possibly cause delays to you getting your destiny, but your destiny's not going anywhere. So, hey, Cosmic Astronaut. Thank you, boo. Authenticity is key. Yes. How do I feel about crystals? I think they're cool. I don't use crystals. I've used crystals before. I haven't used them, but I've had them. I feel like if you're gonna use crystals, you need to like know what you're doing, and they have to be constantly cleansed and like energized. I'm just not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So, but I think they're cool. I'm not really into that though. Like, I used to have like the crystal bracelets and like there's like a metaphysical shop I would go to. Like, that's cool. I think it's very cool. I think it's definitely of God, because obviously God created them. Hold on, y'all. What happened? Why are you laughing? What did you do to him? No, he seems really mad. What are you trying to tell me? What did she do?
Mommy.
What did she do to my beak?
Away.
Don't do that.
Mommy, you thought we were playing tag though.
You were playing tag? He doesn't know how to play tag, Callie. He's a baby.
His walker's fast.
I know. I don't think he wants to right now.
No.
Callie, if I leave him in here with you, then you need to be good to him, okay? Can you do that? No, Callie. He doesn't want to play with you anymore. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. That's not mean. He's smiling. Lord. It's so funny, like, seeing them interact as siblings, and he's so young. Because sometimes Callie will, like, if he's, let's say he knocked something over, she'll come and tell on him, and then he'll run after her and crying, like, no. And he's such a little baby. Go watch TV, love. You can't be on live today. I love you. I'm sorry. Callie, he doesn't want to play with you right now. What do you mean?
I don't think he wants to play with me ever again.
No, he's just upset right now.
Mama, but I want to come in.
Okay, if I put something on TV for y'all to watch, can y'all sit and watch it?
No, I'm just reading. Oh.
It's gonna have to be.
No.
Callie, stop it. You acting up right now. You said you wanted to be in here. You don't have to be.
Oh. I want to be in here.
Okay, you can be in here. This is what we're doing.
Dada? Dada? Dada?
Callie, cut it out.
Dada? Dada?
Callie, I'm gonna push you out.
No.
You gotta be respectful, okay?
You still want that recorded in your life?
No, I don't. And I'm trying to protect you, and you're not listening to me.
Trying to protect me from the strangers?
Mm-hmm. My bad, y'all. What lip gloss do I use? Well, today I'm using, since you asked, Fenty Beauty. You know, one of my supporters sent me 3 of these, and I don't know who he was, but it was like really sweet. It was like a year ago, and I just now opened one of them because I buy these like by the 5s, but I'm using Fenty Heat in hot chocolate. Tell Riri I sent y'all. Destiny swapping isn't real. I don't believe in it. I just don't. I'm not convinced yet. What? Have you ever been through witchcraft attacks? When I was, before I was aware and tapped in, yes. Like, I feel like I was going through that since a child. I don't believe in destiny swapping either, but what's a word or phrase for what you're describing? People imitating you and sneak dissing and ruining your image and gaining notoriety from doing so. A word for that? A hater? That's what haters do. But I feel like God allows us to go through situations like that because it can cause growth. Like a word for it, I feel like, yes. Like what?
Something a little bit healthier and crunchy.
Go ahead, Kelly. I can't think of a word for that. I feel like that's just a part of life. Like that happens. Yes, but the best thing, and y'all know I always use, Nicki Minaj as a prime example of this. That is an example of somebody in real life who went through a failed attempt at destiny swapping. They tried to get several women to destiny swap with Nicki Minaj and they failed They talk down on her. They try to stop her bag. They try to ruin opportunities for her. They drug her name through the mud. They gathered in their little groups and tried to like discuss her and like have little, I call them tea parties, have little like meetings and stuff, trying to like crap on her name or whatever. Callie, here, don't make a mess. That's a prime example. But did any of those things really prosper? Like the weapons will form, right? But they don't prosper. She's an example of weapons forming against somebody who is a chosen one, a divine being, and they didn't prosper against her. So I don't know what you would call that. I would just call that a hater. And I feel like that's what comes with the territory. You're gonna have people who try to ruin your reputation, but as long as you remain in your energy, you don't gotta retaliate. You don't gotta defend yourself. Nikki basically put her pain into her music. That's alchemy. She took the pain that she experienced by having all these issues with the music industry and people trying to destiny swap with her. She took that and put it into her music and made millions of dollars off the gift that God gave her because she understands alchemy. Like she alchemized that hate. So you have a choice on how to look at it. You can't play the victim. Like you call yourself chosen. If you know you're meant for greatness, don't play the victim. Just take what comes with it. People are going to come against you. That's what they did to Jesus Christ. That's what they did to the Most High God. That's what they did to a lot of your ancestors. People are going to come against you. They're going to target you. They're going to throw dirt on your name. They're going to speak down on you. Okay, but you know alchemy, right? So if you know alchemy, you have leverage and you have the power to take everything that they threw at you and turn it into power and like abundance and money and love and like whatever that you want. And I feel like that's why God allows us to go through that. He allows his alchemist to go through that specifically because it gives us the ability to go further than we were before they started hating on us. Let's just be for real, okay? So just call them haters. That's what they're supposed to do, okay? Take their energy from them. Take that experience that they gave you and boss up, okay? What does the title say? Alchemize what they're throwing at you and boss up. Simple. Sorry y'all, I'm behind. Where do you think witchcraft attacks come from? I think they come from people who are acting in their lower nature. And I feel like people who are acting in their lower nature, it's like they come into agreement and come into alignment with lower level entities like demons. And those demons who work for the enemy, they work for the opposition, because in this life you're constantly being opposed as a chosen person of God. They're doing their job. So it's like once a demon has an assignment over your life, one of the things they will do is they will use the people around you who are acting in their lower nature to attack you. And you can call it witchcraft, you can call it spiritual warfare, you can call it whatever you want to, but just make sure that you are vibrating so high that the witchcraft can't even touch you. Like it just kind of rolls off your shoulders because it's not in alignment with your energy. So it can't stay. It's just going to go back to the demon. It's going to go back to whoever vessel they took. No binka butt.
Mom, what's he doing?
What worked best for you to combat and overcome spiritual attacks? I've been dealing with constant headaches and fatigue, raising my vibration.
Mommy, at the end, can I say like and subscribe and thumbs up?
Yes, but not if you keep on interrupting me.
Okay. What?
You heard me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. What worked best for you to combat and overcome spiritual attacks? Basically what I just said, keeping my vibration high. So like if you want to combat spiritual attacks, you need to be focusing on self-care, especially as a woman, like a man too, but I feel like y'all can do so many other things. But self-care is like whatever self-care is to you, but make sure you're staying clean, obviously, keeping up with your hygiene, making sure your home is staying clean, making sure that you are, let's say you're in school, make sure that you're focused on your schoolwork and your assignments. Make sure that you're focused on, if you have a job, make sure you're excelling at your job, doing what you're supposed to do. Make sure that you meditate often. You're drinking a lot of water. You should not be drinking alcohol. You should not be doing any type of drugs if you know that lowers your vibration. Things of that nature. Like, you have to focus on, you got to go inward. Like, the thing about spiritual attacks, the goal is to get you focused. The goal is to get you out of your body. It's to get you unaware. Go back into your body. Focus on whatever your path is, whatever your goals are. Cleanliness, of course, is next to godliness. Keep your vibration high. That's literally the secret to beating spiritual warfare. You have to stay high vibrational, because spiritual warfare is low vibrational. Do you know how to do Reiki? I don't. Like, I have never took a class on it or really studied it, but I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I think one of my gifts is just I have healing capabilities with my voice. So I've never done Reiki on anybody. That is really sad when women try to trash other women. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. Why you got the fan on high in January? Alright, let me go to the bottom. I got my Sambo today. Okay, awesome. You spelled my name wrong, but awesome. What do you do when as soon as you close your eyes you see the shadow in places? Call on the Lord. I don't know what you're talking about. When I close my eyes, I don't see that. But if you're seeing that, I would be calling on Jesus, Archangel Michael. I would get up and say Psalms 91 and with so much conviction. I don't even play that. Some of y'all are asking questions, like Lizzie, for example, that you would have to book me for a session for. I do apologize. I cannot answer some of these questions without some type of energy exchange. I feel like something's always behind me. Yeah, you need to be calling on Jesus Christ. And if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, then you got a lot of work to do on your, like, on the spiritual side, because that means you need to be tapped in closer to your highest self. You gotta call on, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Lizzie, because I'm not even trying to make it about me, but you saying that you always feel like something was behind you. I went through that my senior year of high school, and it was scary. And I had what's it called, sleep paralysis every single night for an entire month, and I could not sleep. And it's even in class, I'd be sitting in class doing my work, and I would feel a presence behind me, and it was extremely dark. I have no idea how I made it out that situation. I have no idea. And that was a time where I don't even think I was super spiritual or tapped in with God at all. I don't even think I called on the Lord. Like, that was my senior year of high school, and I don't know how I made it out that situation. But if I was in that situation today, I would be drinking a lot of water. I would be submerging myself in water, like taking like spiritual baths. I would be calling on Archangel Michael. I would be calling on Jesus. Like, I would just be calling on forces that are more powerful than me. I feel like that's the only thing you can do in that situation. I would be making sure I'm cleaning up my space. If there's anything in my home I have that's like somebody gave to me, like it was a gift or something that has weird energy. Kind of go watch TV out there. Go ahead. You're not listening to mommy, so you have to leave. I'll see you in a second. I understand, but you can go out there and watch it. Can you close the door, please? Thank you. I'm gonna have to get off in a second. Callie in one of her moods today. I'll see you later. Bye. Love you. I'm gonna fix it. Love you. Okay. No, Kelly, you're not listening. You want me to call your dad? Alright, go ahead. Alright, I'm about to get off because she in a mood and I need to go handle that. But yeah, that's what I would do. Because I don't know how to handle that situation. I've been in it, but I don't know what I did. I don't think I did anything. I think it just went away at some point. I don't even know if it went away when I think it did. I think it's something that was on me for like years. Okay, thank you for telling me to block them because I did not see that. And some people are saying burn sage, Palo Santo, and incense. That's not for everybody. And I know that works for a lot of people, but some people it can make things worse. So be careful doing things like that. So yeah. Do you prefer the chat or your son? What type of question is it? Like, what type of question is it? Y'all be so funny. Somebody said something to me yesterday too, and I was just like, when you see, especially if a woman is a mom and you can't say much about her, like you can't call her ugly, you can't call her broke, so you will find a way to pick at her and bring her children into the situation by implying she's a bad mother. Even though I could spend a whole 25 hours with my child, and on the 26th hour, if I'm on live, I'm a bad mom. Like, what are you even talking about? How do you know so much about spirituality? Because I've been through so much. That's why. Yeah, I would not recommend to use any of those items if you're not prepared for that. Hey, that's not you. That's not you. But if you're going to be on my channel, don't pick fights. Like, I'm very open to most people and their beliefs. I'm not extremely judgmental to people and their beliefs. So if you don't believe in those things, it's not a fight. It's not a battle. You don't have to prove a point. You don't have to like fight with people. You don't have to prove that you're smarter than everybody by saying that you don't believe in this or that. That's fine. But on my channel, in my space, I'm open to it. So for some of you to say like, oh, I don't worship rocks. No one in here said they worship rocks. No one in here even said they believed in rocks. They're talking about crystals, which come from God. So that's fine if you don't believe in that, but just, don't pick a fight. That's like low vibrational energy to pick fights. Like, you low vibrational. That's just people hating, but I don't think a mother should be raising kids by yourself. I'm not raising my kids by myself, but I do appreciate your concern. Their dad is at work. That's why I get to do this, because I don't have to work. So I don't think y'all need to be concerned about that. Please, because they just on my case. Y'all don't need to worry about my children or me as a mother. My children are obviously very well taken care of. If I send my daughter out the room because she's not listening to me and I need her to go to timeout, that's just what's going to happen. It's not your concern or for you to check me about it and try to pick me apart and find different ways to imply I'm being a bad mother, because you can't say nothing else about me. You can't say nothing else. So because you can't say nothing else, you try to find something else to say, and it's not going to work. Ain't nothing over here broke, struggling, sad, or mad. So worry about yourself. I got a son and a daughter. He always got my back. He always got my back. Callie be having my back too. Hey, Ocean Soul. Hello. Thank you for being a member. Exactly. Turn on music. No, we watching Miss Rachel in here. If I turn off Miss Rachel, I'll be a terrible mom, so I gotta keep it on. Yeah. People be overly worried about me and people on the internet in general, because the people form these like what's it called, parasocial relationships with people on the internet that they don't know, so they feel like they're supposed to be doing certain things, and I don't have to do anything. Like, you don't know me. I don't even exist to you for real. I'm just a face on a screen. Like, don't be overly concerned about me. Like, worry about you and your life and what you got going on. And I can tell when somebody isn't, their life is in shambles when they're overly concerned about me. Your life is in shambles, clearly. You're going through a hard time and you need something else to put your focus on.
Well,
Crystals conduct energy. How you think your phone and TV work? Maybe you should throw them away. Right. Yeah. And I don't use crystals, but yeah, they're definitely more beneficial to you than a phone. Can I freestyle? I feel like I can, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Carter, I'm not giving you that. No, you cannot have this remote. I don't have nothing for you to play with. You want some water? Any tips on rising above the BS, especially when people try to bait you into fights? I feel like you got to pick your battles. Pick your battles. Like, no, this is my son. Pick your battles. Like, you got to get to first of all, you need to meditate consistently. If people are constantly trying to bait you into fights and stuff, you need to meditate consistently, because it's about emotional intelligence. So I always tell people, emotional intelligence is not your lack of response, is how you respond. So don't like blow up and get upset. Like, be cool, calm, and collected. Be classy about it. Okay, be classy. You can even be nice, nasty in that situation if people are trying to bait you into a fight. Or you can ask them, are you okay? Like, if you can clearly see, especially if they're doing it in front of other people, if you can clearly see that somebody's trying to bait you into some type of fight and it's around other people, just ask them, are you okay? Are you all right? That's what I would do. I would just ask them if they're okay. Right, you can ignore them, which is not easy for everybody to do. So you can ignore them. Do you need that? Do not ask that question. Bye. Do not ask that question. Ask them if they're okay. I cannot. Or ignore them. And if you do respond, make sure you respond in a classy way. Don't like scream and do the most and freak out. Like, that's not cute. Okay, that's not necessary. Yes, ma'am. You ready to come back? Why are you laughing?
because I couldn't even hear on.
Oh, it's not on?
Yeah.
Okay. You can come in here, but you have to sit down, okay?
Yeah, throw this.
Okay.
I made some clothes.
Okay. Well, just throw away the wrapper and I'm gonna clean up the other mess. Yeah, you can put it right there.
There's a Nutri-Green bar wrapper in there.
Hmm?
Why is there a Nutri-Green bar wrapper in there?
I'm sure you have something to do with
No.
it.
I had a Nutri-Green bar and
You see him walking?
yeah. Can I help him?
Whenever we want to help Carter walk, make sure it's two people, because I don't want you to hold just in one hand, and then you could twist his arm. So we're just gonna, if you want to help him walk, ask somebody to help you, okay?
Okay. My guy's gonna hold his two hands and walk.
Yeah, or you can do two hands, because he's trying to walk, honey.
I'm gonna hold his two hands. I'm gonna hold his two hands, then.
Working on it, but there's times I just can't resist, because you got that fire in you, but you have to learn, because I totally get it. I'm like that too, but now my resist.
I'm going slow. Come on, Carter. Come on.
So when he does it, don't force him. Just let him take a step on his own. Because if he doesn't want to do it, I don't want you to pull his arms. When I used to be like a real certified hothead, my lack of wanting to like resist it came from anger. It was the anger was like the core of it. Okay. Anger was at the base of it, but now it's like funny to me. Sometimes I can't resist because I think it's funny and really entertaining. Just you need to meditate though. I'm not gonna lie. Meditate. That'll help you. But at least you are aware of it and you're trying to work on it.
I'm gonna help Carter walk.
I'm not asking if they're okay. I don't care in the first place. I feel you.
Mommy, I'm helping Carter because I'm a big sister. Come on, Carter.
Essentially, it's like real dry and vague responses. Yes, no, I don't know. Eventually, the person provoking will get bored and leave you alone. Yeah, that works with narcissists very well, too.
Mom, let
I didn't know it was
Carter
called gray
go
walking.
until he's ready to walk.
Okay.
He's getting ready. This time I'll do it really, really gentle.
Okay, let me see.
Go this one gently. Put him down gently.
I think he just wants to stand up, so just let him stand up on his own. Get it, B.
Mommy's climbing up like a spider.
Yeah. Just let him do it on his own. I think he just, you know how Carter is. He's independent.
He sat down gently. Mommy just sits down gently like this.
Yeah. Because otherwise he would probably cry.
Because if he sat down really hard like this, that would hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he sits down gently. You know he's trying to walk though.
Callie want to be in the live so bad, y'all.
Yeah.
Bye. Mm-hmm.
Like and subscribe.
Y'all think that she wants my attention. She does not want my attention. She wants to be in the live. If I wasn't on live right now, she would not even be stun me. But you gotta have
TikTok.
Callie, show me too loud. You have to have kids to understand that. If you don't have kids, you don't understand. Like kids like will ignore you until you're doing something that is important or whatever.
I want life.
No, Callie.
Life.
All right, you're not listening, Callie.
I don't want to leave.
You got your listening ears on?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to stay.
Okay, you gotta listen. You're being a little bit too loud. So when I'm telling people spiritual advice, in what situation do you hold back and keep what's in your mind to yourself? I think you have to trust your intuition on that. Yeah, I feel like it's a situation you gotta trust your intuition. And if you have trouble trusting your intuition, then you need to be doing some solar plexus meditations and some third eye meditations. Is that the energy exchange you're speaking about? Not necessarily energy exchange. I'm saying like people ask me questions like, is my boyfriend cheating on me? Like I can't answer that unless you book me for a session and pay for my service. That would be an energy exchange. As far as you giving spiritual advice, I give spiritual advice for free all the time. Just on my own like time, like right now on the live. But as far as you speaking to somebody in person, you got to be careful on giving people advice because some people don't receive it well. And as a spiritual being, you have to get to a place where you stop trying to tell people about themselves, which I struggle with too. Like, it's not always your place to tell people about themselves. Sometimes you just gotta just let people be who they are and you be an example. Like, you just be who you are and
be who you are.
Be your own spiritual self. And then if people recognize that and they're inspired, then those are the right people. But if they're not, then they're just not meant to be.
I'm being really gentle.
All right, y'all. I'm about to hop off the live because I want to go make dinner and go be a good mommy since I was just being a terrible...
You're the best mommy.
I was just being a terrible mommy.
No, you're not.
And ignoring my kids.
Mommy, no, you're a nice mommy.
Thank you,
I
Callie.
love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
You're not a bad mommy.
Okay, I was being funny. I was telling a joke. But I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe.
Pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
That sounds gross. I want some real food.
I want real food.
Okay. But I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.
Live. Like and subscribe.